Hey guys, welcome back, River City students. Good to see you. My name's Aaron.
I'm Lauren.
And today we are posting this on a Sunday. So I don't know what day you're watching, but it is Sunday. And so Lauren, something that when I think of Sundays, I often think of where am I going after church for lunch? And obviously you guys are watching this at home, probably different situation, but Lauren, do you have a favorite after church lunch spot that's your go-to?
Yep, absolutely. I love Soho Sushi. I think it is so good. I love their Wild Thing roll, edamame. It's awesome. What about you, Aaron?
So I'm a simple guy. I am a Chipotle. Chipotle, I could go all day. They can get delivery. I don't know. Soho, it's you guys may have to wait. Maybe you could go get it. I don't know. So have to check that out. Sushi's a good choice, though.
It is a good choice.
By the way, guys, as we're discussing topics, different topics every day, something we want from you is what are some of the things you guys want us to discuss? What are some of the topics that you want us to address? Put your comment, add your input in the comments down below, and we will try to address those topics in the upcoming weeks. But today's topic, which Lauren's going to be speaking on, is faithfulness. And so, Lauren, when you think of faithfulness, how have you seen faithfulness play out in the Bible?
Yeah, so I think faithfulness is all over the Bible. God is so faithful, but one of the stories that stands out to me is the story of God fulfilling his promise to the Israelites to deliver them out of Egypt and into the promised land. Now, this is a long journey of faithfulness that God has taken the Israelites on. Initially, he's calling them out of Egypt, and the Pharaoh does not make it easy. So God has to send all these plagues, and it's just craziness, right? And I think we can kind of relate to some of that craziness right now. And
yes,
then
we can.
they finally get out. They end up at Mount Sinai, and what do with this faithfulness that God has delivered them out of Egypt? They start to worship a golden calf, right? So they're not believing that God is going to get them to ultimately the promised land. So then they come back to God. They're like, we're sorry. They repent. And God starts to take them to the edge of the promised land. And before they get there, they send in spies to be like, is this really the promised land? And they're like, no, I don't think we can take it. And God is like, why do you not trust me? Why? I am going to be faithful to you. So he punishes them and he sends them out into the wilderness for 40 years. This is a long time. So they're going out into the wilderness and they're starving. And they're like, God, please feed us. And he's faithful. He gives them manna. And they're like, this isn't enough. And it's like, okay, what? And so they're still doubting God's faithfulness. And then they go through a number of other trials, and ultimately, through the leadership of Joshua, he takes them with God into the promised land. God delivers on all of his promises. He is faithful. They go to the promised land. And Joshua 21:45 says this, not one of all the Lord's promises to Israel failed. All were fulfilled. And I just love that God is so faithful. Even when sometimes we aren't understanding what's going on around us, he is faithful to fulfill his promises.
And so as you guys are taking this topic, one of the things we want to challenge you with is go look in the description. There's a devotional where you can journey through this topic and what it means to you. And there's some verses to take a look at and take this a little bit further. Go ahead, take that time, do this, knock that out, and spend some time on your own connecting with God and learning more about his faithfulness. Have a great day.